Well, what about that lot? Shouting, yelling, waving, jumping, living and growing. Yes, living and growing. That's the title of our series. So what is it all about? It's about people and the way they grow and develop. It's about you and me, about men and women, about boys and girls. But what do boys think and care about girls? I often wonder. Or for that matter, what do girls think about boys?
They're all right. Some boys just think they're too big and act like, well, they think they're bigger than girls.
When we were younger, the big girls used to boss you about and they could beat you at fighting because you were a bit little.
Twice the size of you.
No, they couldn't boss us about because we are a bit bigger than what we
No,
were
they couldn't.
before.
No, they couldn't harm a flea.
One of us fell, like my brother, I fell and he didn't think anything of me, but if he fell, I'd have to run to his aid like his nursemaid.
Games they play are sometimes awful sloppy.
They get the teacher always to play girls' games. We never get a game of football or crab football or anything like that.
Or cricket. They can be bossy at times. Yeah, and they don't think enough of their
Girls.
wives and girls.
If they're married.
Get married, well, it'll be better.
Yeah, it'll be better.
It'll be better.
I'd like to.
Later on.
Later on.
A good choice.
They think that we're just a load of slaves for them because they're too lazy to wash the dishes and cook. They can cook, they can wash the dishes. They can do it, they're too lazy, they couldn't be bothered to do it.
And girls say they do all the washing and everything. Well, that's what they're meant to do. We're not meant to do the washing. They're the ladies.
Let's go and buy a paper and sit down and read it all night.
Yeah, and expect to get service. Yes, and change the TV when they feel like what boys couldn't do without us, could they not? No. Because if how they can get babies.
How could they have babies then? They need boys.
That's right. Help them.
See?
Oh, they need men.
Or
Someday we'll be men.
I think boys are quite nice, but some of them are a bit sexy, you know.
Especially pop stars.
Especially the Osman. Oh. Jimmy Osman's the best.
Oh,
Donnie's not the best.
Some boys can be nice, especially if they're black-haired.
Well,
Brown.
some of them, I like them when they're ginger, fair, blonde.
She likes anything.
I like anything in fact.
Even purple.
No.
There's only about 3 of them from our class.
Yes, shall we mention them?
No, they
Better not. The other people might be jealous of them. Yes.
No, we won't.
Yes, what about
Andrew?
Yeah, Andrew's nice.
He's well-mannered.
And David's a bit David Clark is well-mannered. Duncan's a bit of a clown, but
David Troop's a bit of
Mark's nice.
Oh, but David Troop and Alexander Allen.
Handsome.
To the class.
The girls in our class aren't all that bad. Some are nice. The quiet ones.
Some are nice. The quiet.
They can be good when they want. I'll be generous and say I like the whole lot of them. Sometimes.
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 Not bad. Not bad. I think they're good.
Isn't it great to see how boys and girls say such nasty things about each other? But despite all that, the girls really quite like the boys. And the boys admit that the girls are not bad. That's a very high compliment to come from any boy. But boys and girls like you have been getting to know each other for a fair number of years now. Probably for longer than you can remember. But it wasn't always like this. A baby doesn't know many people, but he soon learns to recognize the person who baths him, the person who changes his clothes, the person who feeds him. As children grow up, they learn to do things for themselves. They get a few skills. They can pick up a spoon and direct it into their mouths. Among children, a year can make a big difference. You can see how confident and independent the boy is. He is 2.5 years old. The girl is 1.5. He is stronger and can judge the movement of a ball very well. The little girl doesn't look too happy. So what is she going to do about it? Goes straight to mother. And there she gets the attention and comfort she wants.
My rocket horse.
When children are about 5, off they go to school, and they mix with other children. But watch them play. Children of this age are pretty self-centered. They are playing among other children, but they're playing for themselves. They haven't learned to play with other children, and there's very little sharing. But as boys get older, about 9 or 10, they begin to play in groups or gangs. They're pretty violent in their games, and it doesn't matter whether they are cowboys or commandos. How they survive, we'll never know. Girls of the same age play their own games, and usually their group is smaller. Very often they will have one friend who is much closer than any other. And their games are usually a bit gentler than boys' games. By the time children get to be about 11 or 12, boys and girls join in each other's games, and they show their friendship in peculiar ways. The girls tease the boys, and so the boys chase the girls. You could only be as rough as this with someone you liked. So just remember, boys, that any time a girl punches you in the nose, It only means that she's very fond of you. But affection can be shown in other ways. Let's see what happens when big girls are coming out of a secondary school. Girls will still have one or two very close friends. For a time, girls seem to want to have a girlfriend with them when they meet a boy. The extra girls often have a useful purpose. Sometimes they carry messages and arrange meetings. The boys don't mind splitting up and leaving their friends to join the girls. But for girls, the choice is more difficult between gaining a boyfriend and losing a girlfriend. So sometimes a young lad may find himself with more girlfriends than he wants. But of course, it is all sorted out, and a very close friendship is formed between a young man and his girlfriend. They are really very fond of each other, and they don't care who knows it. By the time they are about 20, they will probably be thinking about getting married. When a man and woman get married, it is because they love each other in a special way. And they will probably also have decided that they would like to have a family of their own. They will look forward to the day when they have a baby. And in the meantime, they will enjoy all the preparations for its arrival. So, from the time that we are born, we are learning to live with other people. Many different people come into our lives. Some we may never really get to know at all. Others mean a great deal to us and become part of our lives. The very first person we meet as babies is so important. The way our parents look after us at this time can affect our whole life. Babies grow and learn to do things for themselves. And as their bodies grow stronger, they develop more and more complicated skills. But when 5-year-olds first go to school, they are just beginning to learn social skills, how to mix with others. 10-year-olds are quite skilled socially. They are now playing with others. Rough and tumble games are common among 12-year-olds. Boys and girls of this age may not have played together for several years. This stage passes, and gentleness returns when a young man and his girlfriend start going together. Of course, in the end, most people select from all the others a single partner, a very special person, and they will probably marry that person. They will look for a home together and plan a family of their own. So living and growing is about us and the way we develop. Growing doesn't just mean getting bigger. It means much more than that. It means learning to play and work with other people. You have to get on with other people, and you have to learn to love others. Talking about love may sound a bit soppy. It shouldn't. Think about it.